If you've been struggling with weight loss and confused about all the hype around intermittent fasting, then you're in the right place. Welcome to my channel. This is your first time here. This is your first time seeing my beautiful face. Welcome to the channel. To my returning subscribers, hi. Today I'm going to show you how to fast the right way for actual fat loss, not just starving yourself and hoping for the best. So grab your tea, grab your water, get comfortable. Let me break it down for you. But before we start, if you haven't still subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button right now. Turn on your post notifications so you know when next I post another video, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. In the last video, we talked about what happens when you eat from the moment food gets into your mouth to when your body actually starts burning the fat. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about how to fast right. Now, let's be real. Fasting isn't magic, but when done right, it can be one of the most powerful tools for weight loss. The only problem is most people do it wrong. Either they overeat during the eating window, drink the wrong things during their fasting period, or just give up even before they achieve their desired goal. But I'm here to share tips and tricks to help you avoid those mistakes and achieve your desired results. First things first, what is fasting? I know I've talked about this in my previous videos, but we're going to break it down again. Fasting is simply not eating for a specific period of time. There are different types of fasting, like the 16-8 intermittent fasting, the 18-6 intermittent fasting, the 1 meal a day. And in this video, I'm going to be focusing on the 16-8 intermittent fasting because this video is to break down fasting for beginners. So we're going to be focusing on the 16-8 intermittent fasting, how to do it right, what to eat during your eating window, and things to avoid while fasting. When done right, fasting leads to fat burning, which automatically leads to weight loss. It also leads to improved insulin sensitivity, reduced cravings, better digestion, and get this, mental clarity. Yep, fasting can literally make you feel sharper. That's because your body is in survival mode, optimizing energy use. But again, this only works if you fast correctly. All right, let's get into the good stuff now. How do you actually fast right for weight loss? I'm going to break this down into 5 steps. And if you follow these 5 steps, you're going to definitely see results with your intermittent fasting. Step 1, pick your window. Pick your fasting window. For a beginner, I will suggest you start with a 12-hour fast first. For example, you had your last meal by 8 and your next meal by 8 a.m. the next morning, and then gradually move to the 16-8. Try the 12 hours fast for the first day. See how your body feels. The next day, increase it to 14 hours. And then progress to 16-8. This is where you're now going to stay for a period of time before you can progress to the next one, maybe the 18-6 intermittent fasting. So this simply means that you had your last meal, for example, by 8 p.m. the previous day. You're going to fast throughout the night till the next morning. You're literally sleeping anyway, so that makes it easier. By the next morning, 8 o'clock the next morning, you fasted for 12 hours. And most of us are not even hungry that early in the morning. So if you can extend it to 10 a.m. in the morning, you've actually fasted for 14 hours. Now, if you cannot extend it to 12 noon the next day, that's 16 hours fasting. And to me, that's easy peasy. Or if you're a beginner, I would suggest you start with the 12 hours fast, see how your body feels, progress to 14 hours, and then 16 hours. Once you can get to 16 hours intermittent fasting, you have gotten something right. Okay? Yeah. So pick your window. Start right and be consistent with it. So don't overstress yourself as a beginner. Pick what works for you and stick with it. Step 2, drink smart. I will say water is your best friend if you're fasting. Add lemon or ginger to it to make it more palatable for you if you're someone that doesn't really enjoy the taste of pure water. You can also take herbal teas like red hibiscus tea, green tea, but no sugar, no milk, and no cream either. You can also have black coffee. That will even curb your appetite and keep you feeling fuller for the period of your fasting. So no sugar, no cream, anything that has obvious calories in them is not allowed during your fasting period. No fruit juices, nothing like that. Yeah, so just plain water, herbal teas, and black coffee is just perfect. Now, when you start fasting for the first time, your body is going to go through a lot. You might experience things like headaches and fatigue, especially headache. You might experience headache for the first day you're fasting or for the first few days. What you can do to help with the headache is add a little bit of salt in your water, just a pinch of salt in your water, and drink that. That will help regulate your body and also help you manage your headache till it's time for you to eat, because once you start fasting, your body is this is something that your body is not used to. So it's going to react in certain ways. Imagine you're someone who constantly eats maybe 3 times a day or 4 times or 5 times a day, and your body has gotten used to this. Now, when you now start to fast, your body is expecting a meal, right? At the particular times that you normally eat. But if it doesn't get a meal, it's going to react to that, right? So the reaction you're going to get might be in form of headache, in form of restlessness, in form of fatigue. It could come in any way. One thing I want you to know is that this passes. You will feel hunger pangs. You're going to feel hungry because your brain is sending a message that, okay, this is time for us to eat, but we're not getting anything, so it's going to trigger some hunger response in your system. So, but then when you allow it pass, persevere through it or push through it, the hunger usually passes. Trust me, it will pass. And after a few minutes or after a few hours, the hunger passes. You won't even feel it again. And the headache also will pass. So persevere and be patient with yourself, because this is something that you're embarking on for the very first time. So your body needs some patience. With patience and perseverance, you're going to really pull through for the very first few days. Now, step 3, break your fast wisely. Don't just start eating junk when it's time for you to eat. Don't try to compensate for fasting for a period of time and then now start feeding yourself with junk food. That's just going to negate the process of fasting that you're just going through. Once you're about to break your fast, eat healthy. Start with protein and healthy fats like chicken, fish, eggs, beef, and then healthy fats like avocado are good options to break your fast with. Don't go and start eating white bread over processed meals and all that. The fact that you're fasting does not mean that when you want to break your fast, you're going to now go and eat all those things that your body has been telling, your brain has been visualizing for you, trying to compensate yourself for fasting. Rather than doing that, compensate yourself with healthy meal options, healthy proteins, healthy fats, and healthy carbohydrates. Carbohydrates like brown rice, potatoes, sweet and Irish potatoes, good vegetables, and other healthy carbohydrates. Now also add fiber in your meal, so bulk up your meal so that you feel fuller for a longer period of time. Drink lots of water while you're eating and even after eating to keep you fuller for a longer period of time. Step 4, portion control. Portion control is very important even though you are fasting. The fact that you're fasting doesn't mean you should overshoot your daily calorie intake. If you're trying to lose weight, based on your current weight and goal, you'll have a particular daily calorie intake from your meals that you're supposed to be eating every single day. For example, if yours is about 1,500 calories or 2,000 calories, depending on what your calorie intake is. If you're doing the 16-8 intermittent fasting, you have an 8-hour eating window to fit in your daily 1,500 calories, right? Still maintain your daily calorie intake. If you're having 2 meals a day, for example, you're on the 16-8 intermittent fasting, you're having 2 meals a day, break your calorie intake according to your daily calorie need, right? Don't go eating 4,000 calories in a day and say that you're fasting, you're doing intermittent fasting to lose weight. That weight is not going to drop. It's not going anywhere, right? So if your daily calorie intake is 1,500 calories, you're still going to consume 1,500 calories while you are fasting. The only difference is that you have an eating window where you're eating your 1,500 calories, and you have a fasting window where you're not consuming anything besides water, herbal tea, or black coffee. That's it. So portion control is very important even while you're fasting. That is one of the things that will determine if you're going to lose weight or if you're just going to keep kidding yourself while you're fasting. Step 5, be consistent. Fasting only works when you're consistent. Intermittent fasting helps you lose weight fast. But if you're expecting to lose 5 kg in 2 days, you will just be kidding yourself and you're going to put yourself into unnecessary stress that at the end of the day, you might fall off the wagon and not be consistent. My personal advice is make fasting a lifestyle. Instead of doing it just for weight loss purpose, make it a lifestyle. It goes beyond weight loss. There's so many health benefits attached to intermittent fasting. So once you make it a lifestyle, the weight will be dropping constantly and consistently. You're not going to put yourself into the stress or into an emotional torture in the sense that you are hoping on intermittent fasting to lose weight very quickly because of or the things you have heard. And at the end of the day, if you're not seeing results, you feel unmotivated to even carry on, and then you eventually fall off the wagon. So my advice is make it a lifestyle, right? Let it be your way of life. Just know that your eating window opens by 12 noon. You don't eat anything before 12 noon. And once it's 8 p.m., you have closed your eating window for the day. Right? Just like closing your kitchen. Kitchen closes by 8 p.m. And after 8 p.m., nothing else is coming out of that kitchen. No activity is going on inside that kitchen anymore. That's the same way your eating habits is going to be if you're trying to make intermittent fasting your lifestyle. Just know that your kitchen opens by 12 noon every single day and closes by 8 p.m. And once you get used to this, it takes only about 10 to 14 days for you to make it a habit. And once it becomes a habit, your body gets used to it. You don't even get hungry again during your fasting window. Your body will gently adjust to that eating habit. And you'll realize that even during your fasting period, you don't get hungry anymore, right? So make it a lifestyle, be consistent, and be patient with yourself. Your body will thank you for it. So give it time, track your progress, get a scale if you don't have one, get a tape, a measuring tape, measure your body as you drop the weight and see your progress. That will give you more motivation to keep pushing and keep going on, right? If you're a beginner and you follow these 5 simple steps, you're going to see amazing results with intermittent fasting. You're going to see the weight drop from the scale and also inches from your body, right? So these are my 5 steps and my 5 tips to fast right, to do intermittent fasting the right way. Now, here are common mistakes that people make while fasting. Number 1 is breaking your fast with heavy sugary meals. Breaking your fast with high sugary meal is just going to predispose you to more sugar cravings later. If the first thing you're eating when you break your fast is chocolates, cakes, or highly processed and heavy sugary meals, it's just going to shoot up your blood sugar level. And once it shoots up your blood sugar level, your insulin level is increased. And once your insulin level is increased, it's going to take a longer period of time for your insulin level to come down. Breaking your fast with heavy sugary meal is a no-no when you're doing intermittent fasting. Break your fast with protein and healthy fat. So fasting isn't a punishment. It's about giving your body a chance to reset, burn fat, and thrive. If you're looking for a simple and sustainable way to lose weight without starving, then fasting right is your best bet. Thank you so much for watching, and leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know, have you tried any method of fasting before? Which ones did you try? Did it work for you? Did you lose some weight, or did you give up on the way? Share in the comment section. No judgment zone here. Just let me know in the comments if you've ever tried any fasting method. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with someone who needs it. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.